Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Marco and today we are continuing One Piece episodes 420, 21 and 22. Last set of episodes was enjoyable. We are starting to see where are other crew members, where they landed, and how exactly is Kuma's devil fruit working, because it's way too suspicious how especially Frankie and Nami landed on a place that suits them perfectly, right? And then we have like Chopper with those birds and that tribe. We have Sanji Sanji on the island where there are men with girlish hearts, right? And he's being chased. He's saying that it's hell for him. I don't know how will he handle this. His mental state will surely be interesting to follow. I don't know how long is he going to stay there, but that was so hilarious, not gonna lie. Especially the way they, before that, they kinda tried to hide what is actually this island, right? And it was suspicious from the very beginning. Like, I was thinking, like, two islands very similar, where only with only females, like Amazon Lily. Would Oda really do that, man? So I knew that something was up, and it was a nice reveal, man. The possible best outcome was for Frankie, because he landed on Baltimore, which is a birthplace of Vagabond, and it seems like there are some places with his like name written on it where Frankie can probably maybe sneak around, maybe see some of his experiments, maybe steal something for himself, or get inspired by some of his work so that Frankie can upgrade our ship, or even himself. The comedy with Frankie is always great, man. He's now a gentleman Frankie because he drank tea, and Nami was hitting that old guy who looks like a wizard. She was wilding out, but at the end it looks like they will have a nice relationship. She's on a sky island, so I don't know how the fuck will she go back. And she already took that rope that can create like wind pressure, right? It has like levels. The more knots you untie, the more powerful wind becomes. So much so that she combined it with her climate tech to make the storm go away, which is pretty insane. Chopper is having trouble. He was being bullied by the birds. The tribe tried to cook him. He's not having a great time. Meanwhile, Luffy with Boa Hancock on his way to Impel Down, where Garp is right now talking to Ace. And you guys told me that Warlord Jinbei was mentioned in episode 31, and you sent me the video, and that's so crazy. Oda is incredible. Yosaku, of all people, mentioned this Warlord, who is really interesting because they expected him to be the most cooperative, right? And yet he decided to rebel against them in the last minute. So that already piques my attention. I can't wait to see why is that. And there are quite a few interesting characters, because we have this guy who is now in prison, Warlord, and we had Kuma also, who was labeled as a government dog, right? Obedient to government to the core. And yet he did such a nice thing for Straw Hats, man, and he whispered something to Silver's railing. So Oda is amazing, man. So many great callbacks, foreshadowing, so many great characters. One Piece is amazing. I can't wait to see where are our other crew members. Without further ado, let's jump into episode 420. Let's begin, guys. Absolutely crazy episodes. I like new locations as always. I am so surprised that Zoro ended up where Perona is, and Perona treated his wounds, and we have some goofy interactions. He became her new Kumasi, and whenever my man speaks up and tries to lash out on her, she just sends one negative hollow and then he's depressed, man. It's so hilarious. Usopp is on some sort of exotic island where there is bunch of man-eating plants, giant bugs. The guy called himself Heracleson and he's very like goofy as well. He keeps repeating his name. Robin, of course, ended up on a fucking tragic bridge that is being built for 700 years, which goes to show you that when this world government came into power, they started building this bridge, right? And they are deemed as criminals from the countries that are not cooperating with world government, which only makes me think that they are actually pretty decent people, man. And for generations, I guess they're reproducing on this bridge, and every new generation gets enslaved and they're working there their whole lives, which is so fucked up, man. And that guy broke those like plates with the drawings and made my blood boil. I'm so fucking tired of that shit, man. And Robin took out some of them, but then she surrendered because she didn't want to cause trouble for the girl and the other women who were there. So I don't know what the hell will happen there next. And of course we have Brook, who has been summoned by those fucking cult, a ritual performed for Satan to show up, and my boy Brook drops in and asks to see the panties, man. Classic. It's so hilarious, bro. But the mind-boggling thing is that my man Garp is there talking to Ace. He can't do a shit. He's fully aware that no matter what happens, shit is about to go down. Even if Ace dies right now, that won't stop Whitebeard, right? He has set his goal, so it's going to be so dangerous. Garp is very experienced and wise, right? So he knows. When he said we made the King of the Sea angry, bro, that line, I got chills, bro. And the confusion about Luffy's family, Monkey D. Dragon, right? Monkey D. Luffy, Portgas D. Ace. But I was confused when he said, of course, me and Luffy wouldn't join the Navy, right? After all, unfortunately, we have the blood of the world's most wanted criminals in our veins. He didn't say criminal, which would immediately connect us to Dragon, but he said criminals, which makes me believe that their mother was also a pirate and infamous figure, right? And if Ace's older brother, right, he was probably more aware of what was going on, and he decided to take on his mother's name while Luffy kept his father's, and Ace was angry, saying that their father wasn't there for them right when they were young and stuff. So it was a little bit confusing, but it pains me to see that this is actually happening, that Garp can't do anything, right? Because I guess he would be labeled as traitor if he breaks out Ace, but we have to realize that Ace is the member of Whitebeard Pirates, and that he is a really famous pirate, a big shot, right? The Fire Fist Ace, the Fire Fist Ace. So I don't really know. It's really good that Luffy is already there with Boa Hancock. I love her so much, man. We are in a little sticky situation right now because they need to perform the body check, and Luffy is there inside of Boa's clothes, and the transporter snail is recording everything. So I'm really curious how will that play out. I was thinking that Boa will strike and that shit will go down, and we didn't get to see how that played out. So I can't wait for next set. I can already tell that it's going to be wild. Crocodile is there as well. The Jinbei Warlord they mentioned, and Ace and Buggy escaped his cell. They mentioned Devil Fruit. I remember that he has like the Devil Fruit that allows him to detach his body parts, like to chop them off, right? So I can easily see him getting out of cell, but what about the sea prism? Did they not use sea prism stone on him, or what the fuck happened? But we were mentioning Buggy quite a lot, so that is making me believe that we are about to see Buggy and that he will get some screen time. That's for sure, man. We even saw his crew and Alvida, they are giving up on rescuing Buggy. It's really something I personally think they can't handle, but at least they tried. As soon as they imagined what could happen to them, they're like, sorry Buggy, have a peaceful execution, we are out. So that was pretty funny, man. I can't wait to see what will happen. It's so freaking intriguing, man. So hype, right? My heart was beating like crazy. I simply don't know what to expect. Like, what will all of this lead to, especially when I saw Navy's like amount of power. When they showed Kizaru and Aokiji, that was enough to shake me. But then there is Smoker, and we see the other admirals from long time ago, the girl with the pink hair, and we see T-Bone as well, and Warlords, holy shit. On the same table, Mihav, Kuma, Moria, Blackbeard, and Don Quixote do Flamingo, bro. What the actual fuck? They are crazy powerful, so I don't really know how will Whitebeard take them on. I can't even imagine how powerful you need to be to face all of them, man. That's crazy. I'm sure that he has powerful allies on his side as well, so this is, as they are saying, literally going to be war, man. But where will war break out? Is it going to be in Impel Down? Insane stuff, guys. Insane. I will end the video here for today. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please consider subscribing, leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. As always, check out my Patreon page if you want to see full and early reactions. I will be seeing you very soon with another video. Until then, take care and have a nice day. See ya, guys.